Well, it's a disappointing result. There's no doubt about that. You know, we lost heavily, but I think that the headlines for us is that it's a much closer game than 160 run defeat, whatever it was. If we catch a couple of important catches on the first day, I think the game would have been a lot closer. 66 for 5. We'd bowled well in those conditions on the first day, and I think if we could have well have gone on and bowled them out for 140, 130, and it just makes a different tone to the match. Obviously, they bowled very well at us in that first innings. I was pleased that we didn't actually give many wickets away. Sometimes, if you're a Northamptonshire cricket supporter, you'll see some frustration about how we lose some of our wickets. But we got bowled out by a good seam bowl attack. We showed some heart when we went back out with the ball. We could easily have. The guys had only had a couple of hours off. The nature of how quickly we got bowled out. So the bowlers dusted themselves off and went out and put another good shift in. And they were 112 for 9 in that second innings. They slogged 40 at the end, and they were important runs. So it's just a couple of small things that made a very big difference. But in general, I haven't come back from there thinking we weren't competitive. I thought we were competitive. A couple of key things went against us, against a good team. It was a good time to play them, because they got players missing, so it might be a chance missed for us. But we haven't come back all gloom and doom. We're going to practice hard this week, get a couple of practice days, and look forward to Friday's game. Well, the wicket was underprepared because the groundsman, like many groundsmen, hadn't had a chance to get on and make a better pitch. So there's nothing untoward. It was just the weather conditions had meant the wicket was soft. We had the first chance to use it with our bowlers. It was a little green and a little soft, and we bowled well. The counter kind of balance of that is the wicket takes little chunks out, and then as they dry, then the wicket becomes kind of pitted, and it can be very difficult for batting, and that's what happened. So we could have chosen to bat first. That would have been a real kind of ballsy thing to do, given the conditions and the overhead conditions. So we went the kind of tried and tested. It's overcast, we'll bowl, and I said that having made that decision, we really needed to grab those couple of catches that we had and nail them for 140, 150, and it might well have set a different tone for the game. But it's just, the conditions were tough, but I don't think there's any blame for that. It was early season, tough conditions, and two good seam bowling attacks. I was really pleased for Brett. I think Brett's had a good winter. He's looked, really hungry and wants to succeed in all formats. He's set his stall out to try and get into our best 11. He's obviously got the opportunity to start in the Championship, and he really grabbed that. I thought he looked a threat. He caught well at slip as well. He got two excellent catches. So he's had a good start. It was great to get Doug here, and I thought he swung the ball and made a contribution to our seam bowling kind of unit. He's a great guy to have around. I really enjoyed having him around. And obviously we've already seen Luke last year. Luke Proctor's already scored 50s for us at the end of last season, but it was a tough, difficult gig for batters, given the wicket, and also let's not forget the lack of out grass practice that we've managed to get under our belt. But we're not alone in that. That's the same for everybody. Well, we just want to be as competitive as well. I thought we were competitive. We lost the game, but we played competitively, and that's what we want to do. We've got I'm pretty sure Middlesex are the favourites for promotion, and Warwickshire are the second favourites. So we've got two good big games to start with, and having lost a game, the best thing to have another big game around the corner to get stuck in and show that we're a good side. So we're really looking forward to that game.